Hey everyone, so JamieStarr, New World News Network. One of the things I've been meaning to do a full video and cover, but I haven't gotten to it, is the sort of Islamic supremacy conspiracy where, on YouTube, for example, you can't monetize any videos critical of Islam. They are really good at censoring and silencing people. So you had this Portland reporter fired for posting a video of a Muslim speaker saying atheism is punished by death. So the guy worked at the college newspaper, and they were holding a conference, and someone asked the question of a Muslim panelist, asking if a non-believer is considered criminal in countries, and which they said yes, under Quranic law, non-believer is criminal. So in the case you are given the liberty to leave the country, I am not going to sugarcoat it. So if you go to a different country, but in a Muslim country, a country based on Quranic law, disbelieving or being an infidel is not allowed, so you will be given the choice. In other words, apostates and atheists can choose to leave or suffer the consequences where such strict interpretations of the law are imposed. So he posted the video, didn't name the student answering the question, but then was fired from his job and being told that he put the student in danger. Now it says, as one of the panelists present at the event, I would like to say that the speech is not taken out of context. PSU Assistant Professor of Philosophy Peter Bogenhosen weighed in on the controversy and said the same people who want to punch Nazis are completely silent when it comes to certain people advocating mass murder. In a National Review, Nigo says the Vanguard editor-in-chief Colin Leary called him into a meeting with the manager editor Tim Sullivan and the newspaper advisor. The team admonished him for sharing the unedited video clip on social media. Despite never sharing the Muslim panelist's name, he was fired, supposedly endangering the student's life, with a report that inconvenienced the student paper. My editor, who I deeply respect at the time, called me predatory and reckless, telling me I had put the life and well-being of a Muslim student and his family at risk. She said that my tweets implied the student advocated the killing of atheists. Another person in the meeting said I should have taken into account the plight of victimized groups in the current political climate. The editor claimed I had violated the paper's ethical standards by not minimizing harm towards the speaker. Do you see this? This is this sort of mindset where, and it's pervasive through the culture, where if you have a Muslim terrorist attack, the first thing they go on the defense is, don't be Islamophobic. If Islam is inspiring people to kill people, don't fear Islam. It's this weird double think where it's, if a Muslim comes out and says the reality about Islam, that in Muslim countries an atheist could be murdered, oh, well, you're now putting the Muslim who spoke the truth of Islam at harm for pointing out the realities of Islam because, he's a victimized group because his group wants to go around killing people. He might be harmed because he's part of a group that wants to kill people. And we can't have anyone know that he's part of a group that wants to kill people in the extremist sense because ignorance is bliss, right? I mean, that's the only reasoning for this. Let's see. Given the outcome of Nigo's coverage on the panelists, I asked him what he thought of the enforcement of acceptable narratives in media and its effects on journalism. The perception of acceptable narratives in journalism weakens media as a whole, Nigo says. It's a media sickness that affects all political slants and biases. It gives too much power to the few decision makers at the top to determine what truths people can or should know. It's no secret that the American public are highly distrustful of news media, he added. An unfortunate outcome is that many are turning to only social media instead, where disinformation runs rampant. It's time we start valuing truth and accuracy over ideology and narrative. And with that said, there's no more I can add. So have a good one, everyone. Take care.